In a landmark case, Michael Correa, a former Gambian soldier, was convicted of torture in a US court. The trial, held in Denver, Colorado, marked the first time a non-US citizen was found guilty of torture for crimes committed overseas. Correa, who served under the brutal regime of Yahya Jammeh, was found guilty of participating in the torture of at least 6 people. The verdict brought a glimmer of hope for justice to the victims of Jammeh's repressive rule. Correa's conviction sent shockwaves through the Gambia and beyond. It served as a powerful reminder that perpetrators of human rights abuses cannot escape accountability. The case also highlighted the long reach of international law and the commitment of the United States to hold torturers accountable, regardless of where their crimes occur. The trial brought to light the horrific experiences endured by Correa's victims. Witnesses recounted harrowing tales of electrocution, beatings, and suffocation. Correa's conviction provided a measure of justice for these individuals who had long suffered in silence. The verdict was met with praise from human rights groups worldwide. They hailed it as a victory for accountability and a deterrent against future atrocities. Correa's conviction serves as a beacon of hope for victims of torture, demonstrating that justice, though sometimes delayed, is still possible. Correa's prosecution was made possible by a powerful legal tool known as the Alien Tort Statute, or ATS. This 1789 law allows foreign nationals to seek justice in US courts for serious human rights violations, including torture. The ATS has been instrumental in holding perpetrators accountable for atrocities committed abroad. However, the ATS has rarely been used to prosecute torture cases. Correa's conviction marked only the 3rd time that the law had been successfully invoked in such a case. This rarity highlights the complexities of prosecuting crimes committed in foreign countries. The successful prosecution of Correa under the ATS sets an important precedent. It demonstrates that the United States is willing to use its legal system to hold perpetrators of torture accountable, regardless of their nationality or where their crimes were committed. The case also underscores the importance of international cooperation in bringing torturers to justice. The United States worked closely with the Gambian government and international organizations to gather evidence and build a strong case against Correa. Michael Correa was a member of the Junglers, a notorious paramilitary unit that operated under the direct control of Yahya Jammeh. The Junglers were responsible for carrying out extrajudicial killings, disappearances, and torture. They acted with impunity, instilling fear and silence among the Gambian population. Correa's role within the Junglers was central to his conviction. Evidence presented at trial demonstrated his direct involvement in acts of torture. Witnesses placed him at the scene of these crimes, and his knowledge of specific torture methods further solidified his guilt. Yahya Jammeh seized power in a bloodless coup in 1994. His 22-year rule was characterized by widespread human rights abuses. Jammeh's government targeted political opponents, journalists, and members of minority groups. The brutality of Jammeh's regime was well documented by human rights organizations. Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch published numerous reports detailing extrajudicial killings, enforced disappearances, and torture. These reports helped to galvanize international pressure on Jammeh's government. Correa's conviction has significant implications for international human rights law. It reinforces the principle of universal jurisdiction, which allows states to prosecute certain crimes, such as torture, regardless of where they were committed. This principle is essential for ensuring that perpetrators of the most serious crimes cannot find safe haven anywhere in the world. The case also highlights the growing trend of holding individuals accountable for human rights violations. International criminal tribunals, such as the International Criminal Court, have played a crucial role in this regard. The Correa case demonstrates that domestic courts can also play an important role in delivering justice for victims of human rights abuses. The conviction sends a strong message to perpetrators of human rights abuses that they will be held accountable for their crimes. It also provides hope to victims of torture that justice is possible even years after the crimes were committed. The international community must continue to work together to strengthen mechanisms for accountability and ensure that all perpetrators of human rights abuses are brought to justice. The Correa case is a testament to the power of international cooperation in the fight against impunity.